Emma and Kevin are doing the modern Shakespeare.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming today. Now, there's a very important issue which is not often addressed, and that is the all too common ignorance of Shakespeare's plays. I'm sure you've all read it in high school, and even if you haven't, you've probably heard some of the famous lines, to be or not to be, all the world's a stage, wherefore art thou Romeo, etc., etc. So, today we decided to have this very educational program where with my lovely interpreter Kevin, say hi Kevin.
Yo, what up everybody?
We'll be interpreting into modern English as I read off the famous to be or not to be speech from Hamlet for all of you peasants.
So, this is going to get real interesting. She's going to be the one that's going to be all fancy, where it's like she was a British royal, and I'm the one who's going to be like talking quote-unquote modern, like in slang.
Alright. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune.
I could deal with all the crap that's going on in my life.
To die, to sleep, no more. And by a sleep to say we end the haunting and 1,000 natural shocks that flesh is heir to.
And I'll be done with all of it.
'Tis a consummation, devoutly to be wished, to die, to sleep, perchance to dream.
I could sleep and maybe dream.
Aye, there's the rub. For in that sleep of death, what dreams may come when we have shuffled off this mortal coil must give us pause.
But we don't know what happens after we're 6 feet under.
There's the respect that makes calamity of so long life. For who would bear the whips and scorns of time, the oppressor's wrong, the proud man's contumely, the pangs of despised love, the law's delay, the insolence of office, and the spurns that patient merit of the unworthy takes, when he himself might his quietest make. With a bare bodkin, who would fardels bear to grunt and sweat under a weary life, but that the dread of something after death, the undiscovered country from whose bourne no traveller returns, puzzles the will, and makes us rather bear those ills we have than fly to others that we know not of?
And of course, after all of the fancy literature, I might be screwed.
Thus conscience doth make cowards of us all, and thus the native hue of resolution is sicklied o'er with the pale cast of thoughts and enterprise of great pitch and moment. With disregard, their currents turn awry and lose the name of action.
Because of this, we're too much of cowards to take action.
Soft you now, the fair Ophelia, nymph in thy orisons, the all my sins remembered.
Hold on, I see a highly desirable female in my distance.
Thank you.
Thank you.